Hi everybody. So in learning how to do these video blog posts, I'm realizing that I'm talking about these different things and I'm not explaining to you exactly what they are. So I'm talking about zero waste, zero waste, zero waste. But I'm not really telling you what to do and how to do it. So I'm here to explain it to you. So this upcoming month, April, is a very special month because it's Earth Month. And I mean, every day is Earth Day in my classroom, but this is the start to my favorite unit that I do in my classroom, which is helping the environment. So we always start with my favorite book, obviously, The Lorax, and he shows up in all these different ways throughout the entire unit. And there's all these different connections, and I'll be posting all about, the lessons that I'm doing as well as the books that I'm using in this unit on this blog post. If you want to follow them, check out www.missraraventures.com. So in the zero waste, you want to think of the 5 R's, and so I introduced these 5 R's as vocabulary words in my classroom, and then for my students who can't really grasp certain vocabulary words, or it takes them a really long time to learn just one word, we're working on core vocabulary, which is yes or no. Ask yourself 5 different questions in order to help the earth. The first one is, do I need it? Do you really need that extra candy bar? Do you really need that extra box of Girl Scout cookies, even though they're so good, but they're so bad? And do you need that extra video game? Do you need that extra pair of slippers? Do you need any of these things? You can say yes and then get it. Or you can say no and then you can just not buy it. So, second question, can I use less? This is one thing that I noticed in my classroom, that a lot of my kids were using a lot of water, and I kept on saying, don't use as much water. Don't use so many paper towels. Don't do this. Don't do that. Can I use less? Ask yourself, do I really need to keep that water on, or can I turn the faucet off? Do I really need those lights on, or can I turn them off and read by the sunlight or dance in the sunset? The third question that you want to ask is, can I make it into something else? So, reuse. Can I make these t-shirts into cleaning wipes? Can I make these t-shirts into a dress or a quilt? Can I make this snowboard into a giant artwork piece? Whatever it is, be creative. So, reuse. Step number 4 is, can I compost it? Which is, let it rot. So, if any food waste that we have in my classroom, we're now putting them into my little compost bin, and then I bring it home and I compost it. And you all know, if you watched my previous videos, that I love to compost. So we're going to compost in my classroom. And the 5th question is, can I recycle it? So my students already knew from the time that I introduced this board, they knew and they identified the word recycle, because we've already been recycling. But I want them to know the other steps of zero waste too, because that's important as well. So check me out on this journey. It's going to be a really fun learning experience. I'll be posting all about different lessons and things that I noticed in my classrooms. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me. I'm happy to help in any way that helps the planet.